right, Freddy, I got to bring this up. That whole fight you had with Jason, was that, like, serious beef?
Beef? Nah, man. That's just me and Jason doing our usual thing. You know, brother stuff.
Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I've got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me.
Welcome back to BigfootFlix, the only podcast where my hair routine takes longer than my guest's kill count. Today, we've got a very sharp guest. Please welcome Freddy Krueger.
Thanks, Bigfoot. Glad to be here. Nice studio, by the way. Shame if someone were to haunt it in your dreams tonight.
Right. Well, please don't. We just had the carpets cleaned.
Don't worry. I only spill blood on Tuesdays.
All right. Good to know. It's Friday. So we're safe, right?
Safe? Buddy, I work overtime. Nightmares don't take weekends off.
Well, great. I was planning on dreaming about a buffet tonight. Now I'll probably see you in the mashed potatoes.
Don't worry, Bigfoot. I'll keep the gravy warm for you. With blood.
That's exactly why I only eat salads now.
Salads? Please. The only thing scarier than me is kale.
All right, fun facts. Kale is basically leaf punishment. One bite and suddenly you're rethinking your whole life.
Yeah, dude, like, congratulations, you're healthy and miserable.
I'd rather dream of pizza. At least that nightmare comes with extra cheese.
Pizza nightmare? Bro, I'd burn the crust on purpose. Straight out of the boiler room, boom, deep dish disaster.
Deep dish disaster? Dude, that's not horror. That's Chicago.
All right, fair. But come on, Bigfoot, admit it. If I opened a pizza joint in the dream world, you'd be first in line.
Well, only if you promise not to serve finger food.
No promises.
Okay, Freddy, I gotta ask, and don't do this the wrong way, but what happened to your face?
Oh, this old thing? Let's just say I didn't exactly win Best Skincare Routine of the Year.
And it looks like you lost a fight with a barbecue grill.
Pretty close. Fire and I go way back. We've got a heated relationship.
Guess that explains why you're always hot-headed, dude.
Careful, dude. Keep roasting me like that and you'll be the one getting burned in your dreams.
All right, Freddy, I got to bring this up. That whole fight you had with Jason, was that, like, serious beef?
Beef? Nah, man. That's just me and Jason doing our usual thing. You know, brother stuff.
That's not the same difference. Backyard wrestling ends with a bruised elbow. Yours ends with, like, a missing neighborhood.
Look, Jason's my boy. We argue, we stab, we make up. It's all love, bloody, violent love, but love, dude.
Well, dude, come on. Remind me never to join your family game night. That would be my worst decision.
Game night? Oh, you'd love it. Jason cheats at charades, I flip the table, and suddenly it's hide and seek with body parts.
Yeah, that sounds less like game night and more like a crime scene.
Same thing if you lose at Uno.
Bro, if you pull a draw 4 on Jason, do you end up in the lake or the dream world?
Well, both. Depends on who wins rock, paper, scissors, dude, and I always pick claws.
All right, let's talk about Jason for a second. Dude barely says a word. What's his deal? But last time we did a podcast, he talked a lot.
Wait, why did you invite him first, dude? That can't happen. Why don't you invite me first instead of him?
Oh my God, come on, dude. Where am I supposed to know who to invite first?
Well, that's okay, dude. Don't worry. So what's the problem again?
Jason barely says a word, and the last podcast he was like, blah, 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 blah. I couldn't believe it.
Jason, huh? Oh, he never shuts up. Guy's a total chatterbox when no one's looking. You'd think he's auditioning for a podcast of his own.
Wait, really? I thought he was the silent type. Silent? Please. He'll yap your ear off about fishing, weather, horror movie reviews. It's exhausting.
Well, okay, so what about that mask? He's been wearing it forever. Does he even wash it?
Absolutely. The guy's obsessed with cleaning it. Soap, water, polish, the thing shines brighter than a trophy.
So he's like, the stinky brother of the family? To be honest, yesterday I had the flu.
Stinky? No way. Jason smells like a department store cologne counter. If anything, I'm the one who reeks.
All right, we've talked plenty about Jason, but what about you, Freddy? What do you even do when you're not, slashing teens in their dreams?
I'm a busy guy. I knit, I garden, I binge reality TV. Gotta keep the claws sharp and the drama sharper.
You knit with those knives for fingers?
Of course. Scarves come out a little shredded.
Yeah.
But hey, fashion's about texture.
All right, dude. Gardening and knitting, I did not see coming. What's next? Yoga? You'll definitely have a hard time finding an instructor.
Hot yoga helps me stay limber for the dream stalking. And who needs an instructor, by the way? I am a master.
Well, Freddy Krueger, murderer, nightmare fuel, and apparently Etsy shop owner?
Don't knock it. Somebody's gotta pay the boiler room bills.
Okay, Freddy, I gotta ask, what really went down on Elm Street, dude? Because the stories out there make you sound like the ultimate nightmare.
Oh, that old rumor? Please, dude, fake news. I never haunted any Elm Street. I was on vacation in Florida.
Florida? That's the best excuse you've got? You expect me to believe you were just hanging out in flip-flops instead of terrorizing people?
Exactly. I was living it up, man. Beach chair, umbrella, sandcastles with little moats, even won a limbo contest against a guy named Randy.
So let me get this straight. The claws, the striped sweater, the creepy boiler room, none of that was real? Just a big misunderstanding? Costume party, pal. One blurry Polaroid hits the rumor mill. Next thing you know, I'm branded the ultimate boogeyman. I can't even wear stripes without people screaming.
Okay, but then how do you explain the sequels? There are like a dozen of them painting you as the scariest guy alive.
Well, Hollywood exaggeration. They couldn't handle the real me, so they made me scarier. Happens all the time.
So what you're saying is the Freddy on the big screen is like your evil twin? Some director's over-the-top fan fiction?
Exactly. I'm a more misunderstood artist than a monster. But put me in a striped sweater and suddenly I'm the face of fear.
All right, but let's be real. Giant knife hands don't exactly scream misunderstood artist.
Come on, they're multi-purpose. I trim hedges, dice onions, and open Amazon boxes. The horror branding is just marketing spin.
Instead of a nightmare demon, you're basically Edward Scissorhands' cranky cousin?
Bingo! Except I've got better jokes and a stronger limbo record.
Man, your PR team must be exhausted. I bet they've got a whole department just to spin your beach vacation story.
All right, Freddy. People say you fought Jason in the dream world, played on his fear of drowning, and even dragged Lori into it.
That's some wild stuff, man.
Total nonsense. I never fought Jason in a dream. The guy swims like an Olympic gold medalist, and I can barely dog paddle. If anything, he saved me from drowning.
Wait, you're saying Jason's not scared of water? I thought he was just like a cat.
He's even qualified in offshore underwater welding, man. Meanwhile, I'm the one wearing floaties at the shallow end.
And Lori, didn't she pull you out to save Jason?
Lori was at home watching reruns. Nobody had to save Jason from me because we were busy sharing nachos and arguing about sports.
Okay, but what about the rumor you murdered Lori's mom?
Well, fake news again. I baked her mom a casserole once. Total sweetheart. These stories get twisted, man.
People say Jason hated you. Them teamed up in that whole Freddy versus Jason versus Ash thing with the Necronomicon, making him smarter. Any truth?
Well, none. Jason never hated me. He sends me birthday cards.
Please.
He still calls me for crossword answers.
So you're saying he didn't get any kind of upgrade?
Upgrade? Nah, if anything, he borrowed my brain power. He calls me for crossword hints. That's the real story.
And all those theories about his motivation for killing?
What? Motivation? He doesn't need one. He just likes the cardio. Swinging a machete burns more calories than Zumba.
All right, last one. Jason in space. What's the deal with that? Guy goes from a lake to low orbit like it's nothing.
Well, total myth. Jason's afraid of heights. Elevators freak him out. Space? Forget it.
So he never became, like, Space Jason? No laser machete, no floating mask, nothing? So the only thing cosmic about him is how fast he snores. The closest he's been to orbit is riding a Ferris wheel.
And next you're going to tell me he's scared of seatbelts too.
Well, only the middle seat. Nobody likes the middle seat.
Well, there you have it, folks. No Space Jason, no Elm Street nightmares, just beach vacations and casserole recipes. My whole childhood is ruined.
Don't blame me. Blame Hollywood. I'm just here to keep things entertaining.
Well, and that's a wrap.
Thanks for tuning in to the only show where Bigfoot grills Lettons. Catch us next time. Same fur, less fear.